shadow of the oak where we first met, under skies that paint the guilt of my regret. The breeze whispers through the grass, a soft and sorrow duet, as the sun dips low where my heart's sun forever sets. Oh, sunset sleeps on the ridge of the weary road, in a cabin silent where our love once brightly glowed. These gravel paths lonely, my thoughts a heavy load, carrying memories where wildflowers once flowed. The porch still creaks, but it sings no more for you. Scarves you left behind, faded now from red to blue. Rain taps the window like the tears we never knew. In the dust of empty rooms I trace the life we outgrew. Oh, sunset sleeps on the ridge of the weary road, in a cabin silent where our love once brightly glowed. These gravel paths lonely, my thoughts a heavy load, mourning echoes in the wind through the oaks bestowed. And here I stand, a lone figure stretched in fading light, a silhouette wrestling the ghosts of you at night. My saddle worn, my heart torn from this ceaseless fight, to find peace in the twilight, in this endless plight. Oh, sunset sleeps and I whisper to the stars unseen of a love that haunts my trails in the places we have been. And though I roam forever between the spaces in between, in every setting sun your shadow dances on the green. Oh, sunset sleeps, my love, I am forever bound to the echoes of your voice in the quiet all around. And each night falls softly without a single sound, but in my cowboy heart your memory is profound. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the breath of the prairie song, found an old locket, rusted and worn, whispered secrets of love sworn, by the creek where we used to roam, in a quiet town that we called home. Your laughter danced on the summer air, your scarlet scarf left hanging there. Locket shut the door on the past so sweet, locked inside where our memories meet, riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The wind's a harsh reminder in the fading light of your smile that's gone into the night. Years rolled by like a storm swift past, the wildlands changed, so did the grass. Old porches creak neath time's heavy hand, in empty cabins where we made our stand. The saddle's worn like the heart I bear, past overgrown, yet I feel you there. The rain falls soft on the dusty ground, in the silence after you're nowhere found. Locket shut the door on dreams once lived in the heart of a wanderer endlessly adrift, riding through rest on the dusk, a cold blanket, or the twilight side of your voice that's faded into the sky. Down the gravel road under the sunsets burning, lesson in each turn of how to love, then learn an empty echo in the box where once a fire burned bright. Now just the twilight and the softening of night. Locket, shut the door on the love I can't restore. Whispers in the wind say I'll see you once more. Riding through these memories alone, echoes of a love forever my own. With every sunset swallowed by the night, I find peace in the starlight, holding on to your light.
Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs softly, we carved our names, young and free in the wild. Her laughter danced, sweet as the evening mild. The oak stood witness to vows softly spoken beneath its boughs. A heart was once unbroken. Oak tree whispers in the dusky twilight. Memories flutter like leaves in the night. Her scarf, a faded red against the bark, in the quiet town where she left her mark. Oh, how the silence speaks in what remains. The oak tree whispers echo in my pains. Years rolled like tumbleweeds through the plains. Her path veered far from these gravel lanes. The porch we built, now old and worn, holds a ghost of the love that I mourn. Where once her laughter filled the summer air, now only echoes meet my solemn stare. Oak tree whispers in the fading light. Memories darken like the coming night. Her scarf still clinging to dreams gone stark in the quiet town that hides in the dark. Oh, how the shadows move where we once lay. The oak tree whispers calling me to stay. Oh, the saddle rests on the dusty beam beside the boots that chased our fleeting dream. The rains have come and washed away the traces, but not the yearning from these empty spaces. Oak tree whispers while the cold wind sweeps through the fields where the old love weeps. Her scarf, a relic of a past so stark in the quiet town, now forever dark. Oh, how the heart holds tight what it can't replace. The oak tree whispers lost in time's embrace. Down by the river where the willows weep, she carved our names in the bark so deep. Underneath that old oak tree, Her laughter rang wild and free. The dusty trails knew our wandering souls in the town where the church bell tolls. We danced through nights under starry lights, her voice in the wind holding me tight. But now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, faded and worn. And every sunset that bleeds into night whispers her name, her voice held tight. The years roll like a lonesome freight through empty cabins and hearts that wait. Where once her boots by the doorway stood, and now just echoes in a silent wood. The gravel roads they all remember, her smile in the fire's dying ember. But time it took what I held dear, left me with shadows when I reach disappear. Now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, weathered and torn. And every sunset that bleeds into night cries out her name, her voice held tight. Vast unyielding skies, I see her eyes and the stars that rise. And though I roam through this endless plight, her soul's a lantern in my night. Still the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, threads bare and shorn. As the twilight concedes to the night, I hold her close, her voice held tight. In the quiet whispers of the night, forever her voice, forever held tight.
In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang on the breeze, I first saw her wild hair glow in the sunset's tease. By the old porch step, we shared our youthful dreams. Under starlit skies, by the murmurs of the streams, the dust danced around our boots, the world was ours to claim. Back when the fading light first whispered out my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Echoes of laughter lost in the wind's claim. This heart rides lonesome trails of blame, underneath skies where the fading light called my name. Now the cabin stands in where once our laughter dwelled. Gravel roads less traveled by the tales they once spelled. Her scarf still hangs on the hook frayed by the year. Each thread a memory, each stain a fallen tear. The rains came and washed away, but the ache remains the same. since the fading light softly spoke my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Whispers of what was, sparks of an old flame, wandering through shadows of love's old game. In the quiet whispers where the fading light called my name. Under the vast, aching skies, I reckon every sunset's just a sweet, solemn goodbye. And in the hush of the wind, I feel her touch in the cold, a fleeting warmth to hold as the night grows old. Yes, the fading light called my name. A symphony of silence where once was fame. Riding alone, nothing's the same except the haunting beauty where the fading light called my name. Where the fading light ever gently called my name.
By the old split rail where the wild daisies grow, I told you secrets when the summer wind was low. Your scarf danced with the breeze under that broad oak shade. We carved our names, but like the sunset, some things fade. Oh, the fence listened, heard my whispered dreams, where my heart spoke loudest by those quiet streams. Now the wind carries only dust and my lone sighs underneath that endless aching western sky. Fell away like leaves, seasons turn too fast. The trail to your door, covered by the grass. That old porch swing sways empty, no laughter rings, just shadows lengthen as the nightingale sings. Yes, the fence listens to our laughter than tears. Now it stands silent, guarding all my fears. The rain washes old scars, but some memories stay, painted deep in hues of gold, then turning gray. I wander these dusty roads through towns that sleep, let go.
In the shade of the old oak tree, where our names were carved so wild and free, there hangs a swing, ropes frayed and worn, echoes of laughter now tattered and torn. Beneath whispered leaves we dream away, sunset painted skies at the close of day. The swing bleeds memories old and sweet. In the silence my haunted heart skips a beat. Dust rises with each solitary sway, lost love's melody played on winds that stray. Under that old tree where we once lay, the swing bleeds. The swing bleeds where shadows play. Years rolled like thunder, quiet towns slept through empty cabins, lonesome shadows crept. Where once laughter danced on gravel roads, now lies the quiet story untold. That old porch sighs under weight of rain, each drop a symphony of love and pain. The swing bleeds memories old and sweet. In the silence my haunted heart skips a beat. Dust rises with each solitary sway, lost love's melody played on winds that stray. Under that oak tree where we once lay, the swing bleeds. The swing bleeds where shadows play. How I trace the trail back to those days, but time's cruel hand has swept them away. A cowboy wanders with dreams that roam, finding freedom yet far from home. The swing bleeds memories deeper each day. In the echoes of what time can't take away. Dust settles slow where once we did run, under fading trails and the setting sun. Under that oak tree, lost dreams obey. The swing bleeds. The swing bleeds as skies turn gray.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found that old wagon wheel, a half-buried bound, in vines and the whispers of winds that once told of a girl with eyes wildfire and a heart spun from gold. We'd ride past the cabins where the porch swings still sway, laughing at twilight as day slipped away. Oh, the wagon wheel bleeds and the river runs dry under the weight of this big lonesome sky. Memories like dust that the prairie wind steals, scars left in the branches and time never heals. These trails, they grow cold as the sunset implores. Oh, my love, these wild lands, they're yours. too quiet, and the roads they know pain. Gravel whisper secrets in the soft summer rain. Where once danced our laughter, now only echoes respond. And the night seems so vast when you find yourself gone. An old saddle sits by a door that's now closed, holding stories of love where once a flower rose. Yes, the wagon wheel bleeds and the river runs dry under the weight of this big lonesome sky. Memories like dust that the prairie wind steals, scars left in the branches and time never heals. These trails, they grow cold as the sunset implores. Oh my love, these wild lands, they're yours. In dreams I still wander down old gravel lanes, where the whispering grasses sing soft your name. But the morning breaks harsh on a bed lying low, in a room where the shadow of your leaving is thrown. Oh, the wagon wheel bleeds as my heart it concedes. Every sunset's a whisper neath the old oak trees. And as long as the paths when the mountain creeks flow, I'll remember my darling where the wild roses grow. These trails forever cold as my tale unfolds. Oh my love, these wild lands, they're yours. And my soul like the wheel just eternally rolls, part of you, these wild lands evermore.
Under oak trees where the shadows melt, I first whispered your name under stars that swelled. Emerald eyes, wild like the untamed streams, we danced through the plains in a world of dreams. Old porch creak neath boots, worn and frayed, where we laughed and planned the life we'd made. Starry night whispers calling me back to when you and I, my love, wrote our names in the wind. Now the breeze feels colder as it sighs through the pines, echoing the heartbreak of your hand, leaving mine. Gravel roads stretch wide, lead to towns unseen, but they're lined with the ghosts of what could have been. The cabin stands empty where your laughter filled each room. Now it's just dust and silence and sweet perfume. Rain taps on the roof like your fingers on my skin, haunting each corner of the life we were in. Starry night whispers calling me back to when you and I, my love, wrote our names in the wind. Now the breeze feels colder as it sighs through the pines, echoing the heartbreak of your hand, leaving mine. By the fading trails I ride alone, saddle worn and weary, each sunset painting your face in the clouds, so near yet so dreary. And in the hush of twilight, as shadows stretch and grow, I find solace in the thought maybe love wasn't ours to hold. Starry night whispers, now a lonesome haunting hymn under endless skies, where our dreams once danced on a whim. The wind's a gentle echo of the whispers we once knew. Under starry nights, my love, I'll forever whisper back to you. As the last chord fades, like the light in your eyes, I'll keep riding, searching under these relentless skies.
Underneath the oak, where we first said hello, I pitched a tent as the sun dipped low. Scarves she wove, hanging on a broken fence, each thread a whisper, each color intense. The campfire's glow lit up her smile in that quiet town. We stayed a while, but the campfire watched me leave. Amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. Years rolled on like tumbleweeds down old gravel roads. The cabin's empty where laughter once flowed. Her saddle's worn, rests silent by the door. No more rides by the creekside where we swore. Rain taps on the window like the beat of her heart in a dance of shadows, we're worlds apart. But the campfire watched me leave. Amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. The trails have faded where we used to roam, in the wild lands that we called our home. A single oak leaf carried by the wind, whispers of the past where love had been. So the campfire watched me leave, with heavy heart and soul that grieves. Under starlit skies, my lone plea is for the fire to forget, like she forgot me. And every flame's a memory. Campfire watch me leave. Yes, that campfire watch me leave.
Where the wild rose roses used to climb near the sleepy town by the county line. Old oak tree marks where we'd meet, shadows stretched long, memories bittersweet. That porch swing creaks with ghostly tales of whispered loves, and all else fails. Memory haunts like a lone coyote's cry underneath that vast unending sky. Riding through these plains, just me and my sorrows. Trails gone cold in the dust of our morrows. The cabin stands, but the light's long gone, like the laughter we shared till the break of dawn. Saddle worn and your scarf still blue, but nothing feels right without you. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now just pathways to what we don't. Memory haunts like a lone coyote's cry underneath that vast unending sky. Chasing shadows where the wild winds blow, holding on to a ghost in the twilight's glow. The rain taps soft on the window pane, echoes of steps calling your name in the silence where I found my fears. The dust settles deep, as do my tears. So memory haunts like a lone coyote's cry, echoing through these fields where my heart lies. Each sunset burns, then fades out of view, lost in the twilight, lost without you. As the stars peer down from a sky so vast, I'm holding on to echoes of the past. In the shadow of the valley where the weeping willows sigh, found an old oak bed where our love used to lie. Underneath that silver moon where we once danced through July, echoes stir the dust as the stars fill up the sky. Empty bed closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghosts of scarves left on the posts, and the whispers of her voice riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound, and the bed where love has died. Years have worn the saddle where I once held her so tight. Gravel roads keep leading me back through endless night. The porch lights dimmed as memories start to fade from sight, but her laughter in the rain still cuts like a knife. Empty bed closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghosts of scarves left on the post, and the whispers of her voice riding trails gone
the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound, and the bed where love has died. Found a scarf she left behind, it's frayed and worn like me. Every thread a story, every stain a memory. I'm a shadow in this ghost town, just a whisper in the breeze. Haunting empty cabins where our hearts used to be. Empty bed closed her eyes, and I whisper to the sky about the love that's passed me by, and the tears I cannot cry. With every setting sun, as the twilight shadows fly, I'll be riding lonesome trails where old cowboys never die. In the heartbreak of the night, with her memory by my side, empty bed closed her eyes. Empty bed closed her eyes. Down by the old dry riverbed, where the oak trees guard the dead, I sat with dusty bones of the past. Your scarf, the one as blue as the dusk, wrapped around my flask. Oh, whiskey, listen as the wind whispered through the grass. Whiskey, listen, while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a teardrop, but in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. The cabin stands on the edge of time, its porch warm with the tales entwined. I see us dancing, shadows in the flame, but now the hearth is cold like the bed where I lay my name. The gravel roads washed out, the trails overgrown, where once we rode together, now I ride alone. A whiskey, listen, while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a teardrop, but in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. Under the wide brim of night and stars, I've whispered secrets to the skies. The land knows the hard scars, the truth behind the eyes. Whiskey's warmth is the ghost of your touch. In this lonely world, it's never quite enough. Whiskey, listen, as I tried to confess all the words buried deep in this cowboy's chest. The trail might fade under the setting sun's gold, but your memory's the warmth in the cold. Whiskey listens, and the night understands that some love stories are just written in the sands.
There's an old oak standing by the porch of gray, where we carved our names in the wood of its heart that day. The shadow it cast long as my memories of a scarf left swaying in the gentle breeze. Abandoned ranch, where did you go? Your empty rooms echo songs of long ago. Now only the wind whispers through the hall, beneath the fading picture still hanging on the wall. Gone are the lights in the cabin's dim glow, gravel roads wear a blanket of untrodden snow. That trail we walk now overgrown and lost, like the dreams we shared too high the cost. Abandoned ranch, where did you go? Your empty rooms echo songs of long ago. Now only the wind whispers through the hall, beneath the fading picture still hanging on the wall. I ride these lands under the vast mournful skies, searching for a ghost in every sunset's demise. The dust kicks up like my unsettled heart, riding away yet never truly apart. Abandoned ranch, I keep riding this lonely way, a silhouette against the sky at the end of the day. But in every whispered wind and the eagle's lonely call, I remember the love the greatest find in the hardest fall.
Down by the creek where the wild oaks grow, soft whispers of her name in the breeze that blows. Saddle worn and leather frayed on the porch of warm gray wood. That's where we laughed, oh how we could. Moonlight danced on her golden hair. In the quiet town, we were the perfect pair. Her scarf still smells like sweet prairie rain, left on the hook, never worn again. Lonely fire closed her eyes, now she's just a ghost in the skies. Stars above the wild lands bear witness with their silent cries. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red on this lonely gravel bed, where my heart lies heavy with the dust. Lonely fire in your glow I trust. Seasons turn, the storms rolled in, washed the trails where feet had been. Empty cabin, echoes her laugh, faded dreams like old photographs. Oak tree shadow stretches out, reaching for me, filled with doubt. This wandering life just a lonesome ride, chasing shadows from the love that died. Lonely fire closed her eyes, now she's just a ghost in the skies. Stars above the wild lands bear witness with their silent cry. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red on this lonely gravel bed, where my heart lies heavy with the dust. Lonely fire, in your glow I trust. Under the vast and endless sky, whispers of the past, asking why. Through the winds that sweep and the rains that cleanse, her memory lives, it never ends. Lonely fire closed her eyes, now she's just a ghost in the skies. Stars above, please guide me through to the love I knew, so deep and true. Each sunset now a solemn hymn on these fading trails growing dim, where my soul walks alone yet yearns to rest with her in the west, where sunsets next. And as the fire dies and night draws nigh, here I'll stay with my quiet sigh. Lonely fire, close my eyes, dream of her 'neath these aching skies.
Out where the oak tree shadows fall like whispers, across the old porch where we share that final kiss, there's an empty cabin on the edge of silence, where my heart still lies in crumbled reminisce. Wind through the doorway spins old tales of glory, dust from the trail where once our dreams did roam. The sun dips low just like the day you left me, in the twilight of our love's abandoned home. Love sleeps in the quiet places under stars that watched us then, riding trails now blurred and faded, where hopes drift like dust in the wind. Oh, love sleeps but it never dies, as the night claims the sunset's flames, and every shadow neath the moon's watchful eyes. In the silence I still hear your name. Gravel roads, they whisper of your footsteps. The rain recalls the tears that we once shed. An old scarf holds the scent of your laughter, fading slowly on the chair beside our bed. We spoke of love as if it lasts forever, but forever's just a moment passing through. Now I wander lost, a ghost in empty spaces, Every corner of this world echoes with you. Love sleeps in the quiet places under stars that watched us then, riding trails now blurred and faded where hopes drift like dust in the wind. Oh, love sleeps, but it never dies as the night claims the sunset's flames. In every shadow neath the moon's watchful eyes, in the silence I still hear your name. So here's to the dreams on which the dusk is falling, to the whispered goodbyes and the time we borrow, and the heart that hopes beyond the grasp of sorrow, that finds the strength to greet another morrow. Love sleeps where the wild river bends, in the echoes of a lonesome endless sky. I'll carry you in verses till my journey ends, in the melody that never says goodbye. Oh, love sleeps, but it never dies, caught between the earth and open blue, with every sunset that the dark embraces. In the quiet, I'm still loving you.
Out where the oak tree shadows stretch, neath the setting sun's fiery sketch, there's a dusty trail that winds and haunts with the whispers of my love's soft taunts. We danced on gravel where the creek bends low, her laughter mingled with the river's flow. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing footfalls, a ghost in the bone, where wildflowers dared to claim the land. Her gentle touch vanished from my hand. So I ride past with the dust my shroud, among these haunts where love once bowed. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. In the silence of the night I hear her call from the shadowed woods where old oaks sprawl. No tether holds nor time's harsh decree can steal the moment she shared with me. So I wander these roads under starry domes, a cowboy's heart finds no final home. The trails I ride with her memory fraught, in timeless road haunts forever caught. Oh, my heart, it bleeds beneath each star, chasing a love always near yet far. the chill of dawn, where the oak tree shadows lay. My boots tread silent on the frost beneath the sky so gray. The cold morning stood still by the creek that used to sing, with her scarf tied to the branch, whispering winds of spring. Oh, cold morning, you frozen time in this hollow heart, where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. The cabin now empty, where once love's fire burned bright, only cinders remain under the pale moonlight. Those gravel roads we wandered, faded trails long untrod, each step away from you, a silent prayer to God. Oh, cold morning, you frozen time in this hollow heart, where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. I've worn this old saddle, seen many a town, but your memory's the anchor that forever weighs me down. Underneath the vast sky, I am but a whisper, clutching at the breeze, the shadow of your whisper. Oh, cold morning, your ghost in the wind I chase, a heart bound to the past, a soul lost in its trace. With each setting sun, as the cold shadows fall, I'm a man of many trails, but for you, I'd forsake them all. Out where the oak trees meet the sky's embrace, I remember her laughter, a soft fleeting trace, in a quiet town where old porches knew my heart's whispers and the love that once flew. Shattered glass flew with the wind through that door the day she walked out, leaving her scarf on the floor. Oh, the winds carry secrets of old love so true, through dusty trails and skies mourn forever blue. Each step on this gravel, a memory's way. Shattered glass flew with and left me to my fate. Now the cabins lay empty where we once danced, moonlight on the window where our shadows romanced. The saddle sits idle, the horses roam free, with no rider to guide them, just like she left me. And the sunsets bleed red over lands she won't tread, each twilight a reminder of the words we left unsaid. Oh, the winds carry secrets of old love so true, through dusty trails and skies mournfully blue. Each step on this gravel, a memory's way. stormy winter skies. Is letting go a step I take, or just a silent lie? With every whispering grass, I feel my quiet reply. Oh, the winds carry secrets of old love so true, through dusty trails and skies forever blue. Each step on this gravel, a piece of my heart stays. Shattered glass flew with her through those old fading ways. Here holding the echoes where the wild roses grow, I wander alone with the ghost of her glow.
Out on the edge where the wild oats grow, under the shadow of an old oak's arm, I left my heart in a cabin low, where the porch creaked under the weight of our charm. Her scarf still dances on the rusty hook. The wind whispers secrets we once understood, in that quiet place by the babbling brook, where we carved our names deep into the wood. Had fades in the sun, just like memories. Underneath its brim, her smile I can see. Dust kicks up where we used to tread. Each step away, more words left unsaid. The sunset burns, but not like her touch. Had fades, and it's never enough. Gravel roads where we rode side by side, now just tracks fading into the rain. The laughter's gone, carried far by the tide, only echoes in the dust remain. The town feels empty though folks are around. They speak but their voices are just hollow sounds. My saddle's warm where she once sat bound, riding with me the world all fades in the sun, just like memories. Underneath its brim, her smile I can see. Dust kicks up where we used to tread. Each step away, more words left unsaid. The sunset burns, but not like her touch. Had fades, and it's never enough. Sometimes late at night the north wind moans, carrying a tune only the lonely have known. Across those miles where my regrets are sown, I wander forever, searching forever alone. Had fades in the sun, just like memories. Her laughter's a ghost in the whispering trees. The trail's grown over, the past put to bed, but in the quiet I still see the life we could have led. The sunset burns, oh how it still scorches such. Had fades in the dusk, and it's always too much. The last note lingers, the cowboy silhouette framed by the dying light. His journey continues beneath the vast indigo sky, a testament to love lost and the enduring spirit of the wandering heart.